franchise, what I looked for is I looked at going back into proper work. I also looked at sales of existing companies. I looked at setting something up on my own, and I looked at franchises. I realised I really didn't want to go and work for somebody else, which kind of knocked that one out. A lot of the businesses that I looked at, which was then running an existing business, I felt like the scope and the capacity to really build them wasn't there. And a lot of them were either food and drink businesses that would have meant tying myself to the business the whole time. And again, that wasn't really what I wanted. And I thought about, maybe with my maths and IT background, I could then become a website designer, but actually realised that I really enjoy speaking to people. So then I started looking at franchises for website design, because I thought that can combine the enjoyment of talking to people, which I'd always had with the teaching and the educational consultancy, but it combined it nicely with a bit of IT, and hence where I ended up where I am now, and been here now for 11 and a half years, and it's the longest I've held down any job, position or role in my life. So I did think about it. What put me off that idea? I think it was twofold. So number one, I don't think I wanted to take the risk. And as I said, I've got young kids. I was fairly risk averse, and that was a big reason that I wanted to avoid it. And secondly, actually running my own business, I think I thought, well, I'm going to have to really almost retrain in all of the technical side of this, and is that actually what I want to be doing? I knew that I was technical enough to pick up a content management system fairly easily, but did I really want to spend my whole time with a computer rather than talking to the people side of it? And it was working with people, I think, floated my boat more than just doing the IT side of it, but there was definitely a lot in it in terms of being risk averse.
In terms of the training, then with itseeze, what was that actually like?
Mind blowing. It was so intensive. So I think it was 4 days down at head office, and the amount I learnt just blew my brain. And I learnt that information, and I think that I came back and probably spent 4 weeks just immersing myself in that information. I am a bit of a control freak, and I didn't want to go out to a customer not knowing what I was talking about. So I think I probably spent 5 weeks training myself, whereas they gave you 4 days. And there were other people who left head office and I think had closed a deal within the first day or two, whereas I wasn't approaching a customer until I knew exactly what I was doing. Runs all the bits of my business that I don't want to do. So they've got a finance function, so I'm not constantly chasing them for chasing people for money. They provide the graphic designers, as I mentioned earlier. I can get good spec out of people in terms of the design that they want, but I'm not a designer. And they've got other people that do the coding. So that leaves me to find customers, talk to them about their business, understand their business, help them with their content. We edit the websites for them and then support them on an ongoing basis. And we're freed up to do that because head office do their job really well.
Yeah, that's cool. So they provide the products, right? And you're able
Yes.
to do everything else around that. Would you say you have a successful business now that you were hoping for?
Yes, I think I do. So I have that recurring income, and I have the flexibility that I want. So I think I do have the job the business that I always wanted.